Hello everybody, this is Sonia. We're in Australia today and it is a really nice day. Today. I'm trapped inside anyway. Just in here doing a bit. I'm going today to start and welcome everybody to my channel, and I really appreciate all you new subscribers. Thank you. Please leave us a comment or subscribe and thumbs up and whatever. That'll be really good. Because I usually forget to say that until the end of the video. A lot of them just turned over to the next video and I missed that altogether. So anyway, yeah, well, I do all sorts of different things on here, so you never ever know what I'm going to do. Anyway, so I've got to, I'm going to actually do another shabby. When I say shabby journal cover, it's not shabby chic necessarily. It can be a little bit, I don't know, not what do you call it? You know, a little bit messy. There's ends, there's fray bits. You know, it's not complete. It's just interesting. Okay, so I'm going to do cover for that. I'm going to actually do two, but I won't do them both today. Now I've got a piece here that is a piece of calico, and it's a little tiny bit over 10 inches, because when you do so, things go down a bit. Because when I put the pieces on, I want to do some embroidery on it. Not necessarily slow stitching. I want to put actually some embroidered bits on the front. Well, that's my plan anyway. So what I did was I actually ironed a bit. So there you go. And I've ironed these pieces here that I'm going to sort of, what do you call this? When you check and see if they're going to work or not. Interview them or something, you know. Is that a word? No? Right. Anyway, so I've got all these pieces that I've done. I've tore out, had fun tearing them out. And I just want to see what I can put together, because I did not want it too busy, because I want to put embroidery on. I want to be able to see the embroidery. And I have this really, really old piece of something, and it is very old. Isn't it nice? And it actually fell apart when I was tearing it. But when I stitch it, it's going to be fine if I get a piece on here, which I probably would like to. But anyway, so these are the pieces that we are going to be testing to see what we will use. So you need about, if you've got 10 inches of, for the cover, you'll need probably 10 1 inch plus pieces to put on it, because I'm going to be just doing them straight up and down like that, okay? Nothing too technical there. Maybe they'll stay over the top and the bottom a bit, I don't know. We'll just see what happens. Now I do like that one. I'm going to put a couple here that I really wanted to use and see then what goes from there. Now I want to use that. I really want to use this bit. And it says flea market fresh. This is these bits here. They're off that really nice piece of material, and I just ripped it to make pieces to put onto here. Now I'm marking this up really seriously here. I like the 5. I do like the 5. So let's start with that piece, okay? I do like the 5 on there, 5 cents it says. So we'll have that bit. Okay. Now hopefully this will be quickly stitched. There won't be too much time taken, I hope, when I'm to put this together. I do love this piece too. This is a very old vintage piece as well. That looks really good, those lots together, but not so much that, because it's not even straight, is it? But I do like that blue bit on the edge. Oh, what you got here? You got this bit here, Sonia, look. You don't have to worry, look, you've got that bit there, hang on. I do like that edge piece. Okay. Now, I do love this piece. Okay. Paris. I've got another bit that's sort of here. The chair leg. That won't be on there, will it? I'll just go over the side a bit unless I bring it back over. Okay, then let me see what else have I got here. That's good. And I do want So now you're going to see me stitching on here if I do this. I'm not going to be able to see me stitching much. Yeah. That's a bit crooked. Down. Have I got another piece of that? So I've only got this tiny piece of this, and I wanted to try and get it. There we go. Okay, so I'm really going with the I do like that. That's going to be round near where the border, near the spine. I might take that one off. I do like that. I do like that one. I do. And we can come around this way and do this bit. Don't think I'll be putting any sewing on the back. Okay, we'll see. I wasn't going to actually put beads on, okay? Just watch this space and see what happens. I don't think I will. Don't think I'll put beads on. Where was that other bit that had the writing on it that I said I wanted to use? No, that's not it. It had the printing on it. Oh, here. So what do you think about that? I don't know about this bit though, because I'm taken away from that beautiful piece there. I think I might use that. I think this is it. I think this might be it. Yeah, I'll move that up a bit. Actually, I want to cut that off there. I don't want to have too much hanging over, because once you stitch it, you don't have to cut your stitching. That won't be a good thing. I'll cut this off here where it's just for the time being. And that's not really straight, and that doesn't matter, because how I'm going to do this is we don't have to worry about that, okay? I'll turn this around here. And I'll fray this back a tiny bit, because it's not exactly straight, and that doesn't matter either. I'll put a closure between that bit there. Frill this bit off. And frill this bit off a bit. Now it's really crooked, but it doesn't matter. I'm deliberately pulling this apart, you see. I'm deliberately pulling that apart. Now I'm going to get a needle and thread. I'm going to use one of these in here, I think. One day when I get the lid off. Okay, so I've got some white here. So I really want to be able to see what's going on. I'll try the white one and see how it looks first. Okay. I'll get a thread that a needle that I can thread through. Now this one here's got the pink in it, so it should be right. Doesn't seem very sharp to me. Sorry about that. Oh dear. I've been getting a bit better. I've still got this really bad cough. And it is really bad. Not nice at all. So what I want to do, I'm going to have a couple more pieces because I'm actually going to only sew down the centre of these bits. Now don't tell me where that that come from, but that's just what I felt like I want to do. And then I can put this over here a bit, like that. Nope, because I'm not going to be able to see me sewing if I do that. Right, let me see. I can stitch here because there's a clear bit. I can probably stitch a bit in there, okay. So I'm just going to do these down the middle to start with. I'm just going to do some straight stitches. This is just going to be a different idea, I suppose, or something that I'm trying, I guess. So I hope these are I'm in the shot, because if you can't see what I'm doing, it won't be nice, will it? I'm just doing some stab stitches, trying not to do them too big. Trying not to do them too big, Sonia. This is just going along as I go, because I know I wanted to do something with these bits of fabric, and I do want to put some stitching on. I want to make it nice and interesting, and I'm getting stuck to a piece of sticky tape near me on my toe. That's holding me tape measure on there. Might have to replace that, it's going all over the place. So is this rubber stitching. That just went skew with. It's okay though, if you want, it doesn't matter, but I still don't want to do that. I want to try and make reasonably straight. So it doesn't look too higgly-piggly. Because you've got the background piece, this should be right. It shouldn't come off. It won't come off. But it's kind of sort of slow. That went crooked too, didn't it? Let me see how bad does that look? Oh dear. Hang on. Oh, it's handmade. It's made by me. It's a nice piece. Going to be a nice piece and work. So you can do that on the machine if you wanted to, but I like these to be personal. My sort of things like this. Take it through the other side. It's okay. You don't have to worry about in and off, because I did a back stitch there. I'm going to move these other scissors out of the road. And then I can just zoom down the middle of this one. Now, so I want it to be further that way, and I've got a little bit of hangover up there, and that's okay, because I can nip it off if I want to. That's not going to fit. Get a bigger piece of thread this time, Sonia, so you can do something with it, really. Now, as I stitch on top, that will hold this down a bit better, you know. And I do some flowers or some stems or some things, you know, so that'll hold it down. Won't go anywhere on you. I need to pin that. There goes me needle threader across the way. Okay, so I didn't want all this to come off there. You can move out from under there. That's better. Now I can sew to all the mats there. I can just hold it in the middle, just sew underneath it. Won't be getting things stuck everywhere. And moving. Things moving on me. I'm going to take that out, right? And I'm going to do something else now. It's like I said, I want to do stitching, so I'm going to do a feather stitch down this. That'll hold it on, won't it? This is definitely how you know how I work. And it just all happens as it's going along, eh? I thought just instead of it plain straight stitch, let's do something a bit different. Oh, and I've got other things too that I'm not saying. Oh dear, I just thought of something else I can do too. Ah dear, it will be good. It'll be good while it's, yeah, when I do it. Come here. I won't put beads, maybe. I'll put, what's the name? I wonder if I can put that there, and then that one, and then that one, and then that one, and then that one. You see if I'm piling them up on top of one another, how I want to sew them on here. Okay? Alright, which one's coming next? So I can hang on to this and we can get through it a bit quicker. Around there. I really wanted to make it nice texture, you know. You want it to be tactile, even as well, you know, because and to look at, it's just a nice way of doing things. I think you get a plain piece of material and just put it over there, and that's fine. I like to use bits and pieces. I bought a few more bits and pieces. And I really like to use me stuff. And I'm holding my work up in the air, and this spins around this cotton and wrinkles it, unspins it. Maybe the word is. I don't know why I'm watching the clock when I am, and I'm panicking. Nobody panics, Sonia. I'm thinking, oh, come on, get on with this. You're fiddling, but I'm not really. I can say that for sure. I can talk, but then I can be quiet too. I can be quiet. Oh yeah, I can be quiet. Used to be very shy once. This has made me a different person, I think. Hope I'm not too loud. But I used to be shy, very shy person. We're nearly there. And this is instead of doing it on the seams, eh? Because normally I probably would, like on the joins. Normally I would do that on the joins, wouldn't I? The bit of fancy stitching. Finish that there. Right. I'm going to cut that along here. So I do like how that sits up there, but what I want to do, I think, is put something maybe over that, you know, a wiggly bit maybe, I don't know. It's all in the plan, I hope, somewhere. Is this one next? Right. Hubby's trying to shut the door out there. We have issues since we had a real lot of rain. I think things moved at the house. Oh, is that on that way? I love this bit. Is that upside down though, isn't it? Yep, I'll put it that way. Right. I'll do another one and then we'll have a go at sort of fixing them up a bit. Oh dear. I got stuff on my table and I know I shouldn't have, but it's giving me ideas, you know. It's heading me that way. So this is going to be partly on the front too, isn't it? Because that's half way out to there. So it's going to be partly on the front and partly on the back. cut this off here where this is crooked. And then that'll come down to there. And you can see there's a stitching line where it was sewn up before. Somebody's undid it. I bought that somewhere. Can Assist probably. I'm going to put that up that way. Yeah, I don't know which way I like to put it on. We'll just do this bit first. Get this off. Oh, I'm getting stuck to everything today. I've got to keep moving, not moving them things, because they'll lay there how I needed them to be, won't they? My husband's out there doing a lot. The door gets stuck in the bathroom. The gate doesn't open properly because the trees in the side of the house have grown up under the pathway and it's lifted it up. But we're not going to cut down the trees. The pathway's not that bad. It's in the backyard. It's not hurting anybody. We don't take down the trees around here. We put up trees, we don't take them down. Yeah, so that's just, you know, the way we are with things. No, do a straight one. Just do a straight one down this one because you can do something else. Make sure I got it all. You can do something else. So if I just do this, and then I can put something else up there as well. I've got a knot. Yes, I've got a giant knot in it. I'm still working on all that other stuff, you know, that I'm making. It'll get there, don't you worry. It'll be fine. I just bought this fabric. None of this that I'm working with today, though, because isn't that weird? I got some more yesterday. I got some more pieces of fabric because they were really cheap. You know, them little bags I bought the other day, I showed it on a video. Well, yesterday I got another one. Plus I got another $1 one, but I got another $2 one. And the $2 one was furnishing fabric, you know, really nice thick ones and really nice. But when I got to the checkout, and I don't think I'm paranoid or anything, I'm sure, and the old lady that works there, that's been there for 30-something years, said to me, I don't think she charges enough for this fabric, she said. And she gets there and she tries to move the sticker. Now that went crooked, didn't it? That's bad. She thought I'd changed the sticker on it. The stickers come apart. You know, if you went to pull it off, because I do when I get home, I don't leave the sticker on the bag as a rule, unless I'm going to show you and see how much it costs. And I couldn't believe it. It went crooked because I was telling stories. It wasn't true. It was a true story though. She. I wonder where the bag is. I didn't bring it in here, did I? Oh, but anyway, you know, they put these stickers on there, and you couldn't, and I wouldn't do that. I'm afraid I'm not that sort of person. And she's there looking at it, you know, and looked at me, and I thought, you couldn't be. You've got to be kidding me. I thought, you got to. Isn't that terrible? You know that people are like that. You feel sorry for people that are such suspicious like that. I haven't brought them in here. Anyway, I'll show you another day what I got. But it's just, you know, it's not very nice here. Here's a $1 one, look. Now, if you tried to get this off, besides pulling your bag, look what happens. Because it's cut, and I wouldn't do that. Because I've always tried to save me bags when I get home by doing this anyway, and it doesn't come off, and it really bugs me because I don't need, if I want to reuse the bag, so I can use something else to get it off anyway. But I should have seen her. And I thought, you're kidding? She never said anything, and neither did I, but I did think. I thought to myself, you're kidding, you've got to be kidding me. I've been going into that shop for 40-something years or more, and I never ever did such a thing. But anyway, I'm going to see if I can make that quilter's knot now. You wrap this around here like this, don't you? No, maybe you can't do it when you haven't got the needle threaded, I don't know. Oh dear. I'll just leave that for the time being, thanks. I'll put this through here like that and I'll hold it on to it. I'll just keep it down here. You people know a lot about my life, don't you? Even the other lady at the thing that thought I'd changed the what's name. There, look, I did that. I don't know if it would probably didn't do it right, but anyway, I did it because I wanted to rejoin that because that went really bad. So I did that really crooked. I'm going to have to turn the heater off now. I have to move my arm and my chair squeaks. Sorry. If I don't do a video or wait till I've stopped coughing, we're never going to get anything done. And I cannot handle sitting around waiting for something. Like, you know, I need to be doing things. I need to be doing things. Even if I can't do anything much physical, I still like to be doing stuff with myself. I don't like to be sitting around idle and waste my days. I feel a waste of time if I don't do something. Okay, so that's better. Next time, don't do that. Muck it up. These are probably a bit skew with, but you know what? It's okay. It's all in the plan, isn't it? I'm going to plan it this way. There's going to be bits of glue to hold that down on the back when I stick the cover on to the book. Okay, now I want to put this one on, and I don't know which way. I've got no idea this must be the right side. I don't know why that is. Should I cut it straight though? Probably. Okay, well, give me these scissors. I'll have a go at cutting it straight. Can't say that I'll do such a great job, but I'll have a go. And so hubby's bringing the bins in, I think. Or taking something out to the front yard to do. Alright. I'll put this one on and then I'm going to do something else with the front, I think. I keep thinking I should put it that way. Well, if you need to think if you put it that way, Sonia. Well, it seems to me that the flowers would be down the sky. That's what it's like. That's my idea, I guess. Could be. Don't know if this is going to be long enough, this piece of thread. I'm going to come around on the side of this one and do it down here along the edge. Something different. Can't get hold of a pin because the magnet won't let me. Okay. Now, I'm sure all the people that watch me all the time will know how to do these straight stitches. So I didn't bring that fabric in. I could have showed you that. I went up there yesterday. I posted a book that I sold, and I went to Vinnie's and I bought 2 bags of fabric. It cost me $3. And then I went to Big W and I bought a kettle, new electric kettle, because ours has died. And Jeremy some fertiliser for the lawn. And then I came home and, oh dear, I felt bad. I never went near anybody. I had to do it though, and there was just no, I won't let anybody else post. Do not mistrust anybody whatsoever, but I like to post the things that I sell myself, because then I know, well, I would know anyway, but you know what I mean. You feel, responsible, and so therefore you do it yourself. And I did. So I was pleased about that. I got it posted. So, Jane, you will be getting your book soon, I hope, if you're watching this. Your journal. Thank you very much for that. I really liked that myself, and probably this one will be something like it, I don't know yet. Inside bits. Maybe not, because I get, you know me, I'm just working. I'm just doing whatever. Whatever it needs I'll put on here. Okay. I did not think that this would take this long. It's okay, we can do it. Doesn't that look good? Don't you think that looks really nice? I think this goes all really well together. Even though they're all totally different pieces. It's just so... This is a piece of curtain. This is a piece of curtain fabric, and I don't know whatever that used to be once, so it's a bit of that, whatever it was one time. Okay. Now I'm thinking I'd like the edges to be frayed anyway, so I want to leave that looking like that. Now we're going to do some testing of something, see what we can put on next. These ones are going to go next, and I know that, so that'll be there. That'll be there, and then the one on the back there. So that's going to look amazing, isn't it? I think so. Right, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we only got 7 because they are, some of them are wider than the others, okay? So now I sort of want to put on something that I feel like, you know, how I wanted to make it. I hope I haven't made too much, I don't know, I hope I haven't put too much background that's too busy, you know, because I want to be able to see the stitching on the top. Unless I put some sort of thing with stitching on it in the middle of it. If I used a colour that's not a true... I'm thinking, that's why words aren't coming out. When I'm thinking, words can't come out. So this is going to have spots on it, because that's what that's going to be. Over here, I suppose I could do a flower. Actually, there's one there, look, made for me. Right. So this piece of material is going to actually work for itself, isn't it? Look at it. It's going to have to actually work itself. If that makes sense. I'll show you. That won't fit in there. The thread's too thick. So I want to do a stem coming down through there. Okay, like that. And then I will sew this. Right. So let's start up under there. Probably could have drawn a line. Don't know yet if I needed to or not. If you want to draw a line to follow, you can do that. So I'm just going to try and be cheeky and just do it myself. I want it to go down to where that rock is there, see? And it's fairly thick, this thread. I'm trying not to make the stitches too big. It looks good. So I'm using the pearl thread. That looks really good. Okay, so that's going to there. Right. There's no way anybody can sneak into this house. Their work cut out, I tell you. Trying to sneak through. So I've got that. So round here, I'm going to put this. I like it. I think this is going to work. What do you reckon? Now, I know there's a few different, but I'm going to cover it. Different lines on there, but I'm going to cover it with this. I'm not making it, the stitches too close together, because I'm just not. Doesn't that look good? I do like that, how that's working. I've got a fair bit of fabric with flowers on it, and I think to do this is really cool to sew over it. I reckon it looks really good, don't you? You know, that's, and you use all your nice pieces of cotton fabric, or in this case my vintage one. And just make a flower in here out of this flower. And go make a longer stitch there so that goes up to the middle. Then come back here. And you get used to everything getting caught, you know. It could bug you at first when you first start learning to do these things, but you just got to be patient, you see. It's got to be fun. Now I know I've got that piece going through there. Oh, I covered that green bit up, I did, didn't I? Doesn't matter, I'll keep going. And I don't know whether I will cut that and take it back or what. If I take it out of there. See? Don't know yet. I did want a way to get it on there quickly because I wasn't going to... I wanted to show you a bit of something before I get, you know, so we get going on it. My throat's starting to irritate me again too. Okay. Can't go anywhere without a drink, water, juice, whatever. Only thing, I've been using different things, right, but the only thing that's been working for me is the lemon and honey. The chemist sent me some cough mixture. Well, that didn't work, really it didn't. It was just a waste of money. It just doesn't work, you know, this thing that everybody keeps getting all the time, and everybody is, because people keep talking about it. Jeremy was talking to a neighbour yesterday, and he said he had it for 3 weeks. Well, last time I had it for 5. And this time, thank goodness, is not as bad as what it was. Because here I am propped up here sewing, and before I could not do that. There was no way I could even do these videos before when I got bad. I had to have weeks off. Or something, days or something. Anyway, so look at that, isn't that ducky? Now, I can't see where that stitch is there, so I should tuck that under there, shouldn't I, or something, I don't know. It's there, the stitch, nobody panic. I might even stick a bit of glue down under there to hold that down so you can see the stem going to it. It'll make it look a bit more interesting, I think. Now, what else? We'll do a couple more bits on it, and then that might be time to do something else. So this is really nice too. I'm thinking about sewing that as well. And even that there could be another stem coming down from that one, hey? Joining onto that, right. That looks like a plan too, doesn't it? I wonder if this will fit. Of course it will. I'll take it up to there, even though it's a bit straggly, I can just still sew that. That'll look really cool. It's art, okay? It's a bit of art. Alright. Now, I want to, if I take that way, if I sew that stem stitch that way, it'll look different from this. So I've got to bring it down that way. I know that might sound strange, but if you try that, you'll see how that works. Because of the way that the thread goes. When you're doing it, you need to keep doing it the same sort of way, okay? Your stem stitches. If you do it different, back the other way, it'll go back the other way. It's just how it is. So I'm coming over a little ways past this, because it can't be exactly straight, it won't be right. Okay. And there might be a little bit loose, that stitch, I think. Anyway, we'll put it down with this one. So we got that piece. I do like that. Now this is probably a size 5, this piece of thread that I'm using. It's fairly thick crochet thread. It's fairly thick, so it's probably a size 5. Now in the centre of here, I don't know if I'll worry about that bit, but I'm going to do some little French knots in the middle. Okay. Whether I put them in this colour, or do I go darker and bold, or what? Do I do bolding stuff or not? Maybe I could be a little bit more adventurous on you, you know. This was supposed to be sort of, no, it looks good. I do like it. It wasn't actually supposed to be anything, it just is what it's going to be, that's all. Got nothing there, here's my cat having a word at the door as usual. I might use something purpley colour, mauve, because on that I think it'll look really good. Anyway, I'm going to have to go. I'm sorry about this, but I'll come back on here in a minute and I'll show you my French knots and what goes on from there. Okay, so thank you everybody for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.